This is a very exciting day for everybody here, y'all. This is the moment you all been waiting for. The official Inner Gamer Hogwarts Legacy review is finally here. We've been waiting for this. We had a video we brought out that talked bad about this game. Well, not bad. We were just like, it seems like it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
And another video came out. We're like, it seems like it may be just right. And now it's here. And holy shit, everybody. Hogwarts Legacy is good. No. Hogwarts Legacy is great.
Are you going to beat this game?
It's wonderful.
I'm totally going to beat this game.
Okay, how much do you want 100% this game?
Pretty badly. This is the I have the same desire to 100% this game as I did with Ghost of Tsushima and Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah. I can.
And I freaking love those games. This one's got the same appeal and excitement for me. I am in love with this world. In love with this game. All right, so first impressions, what do y'all think?
Go ahead.
Hogwarts Legacy.
It's an outstanding game. I'm actually, it blew away my expectations. The combat's super fun. It takes a while to get used to. I don't know if it's because I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla recently, and I'm not used to the blocking mechanic, even though I should be, because it's kind of like an Arkham-style block mechanic, how I like to put it.
Stupefy.
Yeah. I enjoy that no matter where you go, it feels like a massive world inside there. Like, I'm in Hogwarts Castle walking around, and there's more stuff to find, more things to do. It's kind of overwhelming because you don't want to just run off and explore.
Yeah.
Because you need a lot of stuff unlocked to do certain tasks in there to find. And I think that's kind of my biggest complaint is that there's too much to do, and I hate to say that because, like, it's kind of annoying if I'm going to a mission and then I see something shiny. I'm like, oh, shiny. And then I run over and there's something else shiny. Ooh, shiny. And I just keep going back and forth. I'm just like, oh my God, I need to focus in. So I focused in and try to get through because it seems like the whole first 6 hours, in my own opinion, is almost tutorial stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like once I got the hang of that, I was just like, okay, I'm at a point now where I'm comfortable with the battle. I'm understanding the potions. I'm understanding the magic. I unlocked multiple little magic diamonds so I can have all the spells unlocked so I can
more
cycle
slots?
through them.
Yeah,
More slots. And you don't unlock your talent, like your skill tree, until
Like
level
12?
14 or 12.
Yeah, I was surprised how late that showed up.
I was just like,
That was
oh
crazy.
my God, am I still in the tutorial system? And I still haven't, I put in 20 hours and I haven't even got to where I find Beast at all.
I haven't either. Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, dude.
You ain't got the Beast yet?
Not yet. I'm on that. I'm about to do that mission, but right now I'm exploring the world, unlocking all the fast travel locations.
Of course.
And yeah.
Dang.
And I am like, once I get bored of doing that, I'll try to like slide into a fort or something, go invisible. And I love doing this. The stealth in it is just phenomenal. It can use some work a little bit because I play a lot of stealth games, but it is really good for what it is. And I just enjoy just sneaking around and just like freezing them to stone and they fall over. I'm like, yep, I can do this. I can do this. I feel good and confident in it. But storyline's great. I am very shocked on how much I'm loving it because I sat down and played a straight 8 hours one night.
Wow.
I just got off the plane and I just sat there and played. And I was like, I need to go to bed. It's like I am jet lagged like a mug. I need to go to bed. But
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
So, Austin, quick thoughts. I want to hear what your thoughts are, and then we'll start diving in deeper into like story and all that
Attention
stuff.
to detail is great. I will say the story so far hasn't been anything like crazy, but it's enough to just be like, all right, you know, it's diving deeper into this world and the characters and everything I want to know about it. And the biggest thing was the combat system and the spell system going to be just not the best? And it turns out, you know, it's actually really good. It's actually like the way that you learn spells, and some are just like there to help you in the world. Like you can reveal things. So you say Revelio, but it's not tied to your attack system. But there are other spells that are you use for other things not in combat. And it's nice that you have those different blocks within the casting and be like, okay, well, this is my set of stuff when I'm in battle. This is my set of stuff when I'm just in the school, researching around, doing stuff. Like just in the world. And
I like how it's a perfect, as the designer nerd in myself, that it's a perfect 4 utility spells that I can assign to one of the spell sets.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck yeah. And I can just have that there. I can have my attack ones over here. I can have my freaking rumor requirement stuff over here.
That's right.
And I'm happy.
That's right. That's right.
And then I don't know what's going to happen when I get the curse spells, because I haven't gotten many of those yet, but that'll be a intermix of other things.
Outside of, actually, I don't even know the last game I wanted to 100%. In this game, I actually want 100% it.
Yeah.
Like, I just walk around the world, and like you say, like, something's over here. It's like, oh, there's something over here. But the story isn't super engaging to the point where it's like, I got to get back on track. It's good enough where, or it's at the point where I can just get lost in the world, and I think that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true.
Well, isn't that like the same feeling that y'all have with Skyrim? Like, that's what you loved about, because it wasn't, I mean, what I understand from you and Travis is that Skyrim's main storyline was not the best part of that game. It was the exploration, and it was like the side quests and all those different things.
Yep.
Which, all things considered, like the side quests in here are like, none of them are like insanely, like none of them are like remarkably like, oh man, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
But there are things that are kind of fun to do and explore and like, you know, navigate around.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked at how good the voice acting is in this game, personally. I mean, the facial animations lack quality, but that's really the only major complaint I have is just the facial animations. But like, I think the voice acting across the board has been very, very good.
Yeah.
Even for like just little one-off, like, you know, hey, fetch questy person here that does, hey, go do this thing, you know, but they actually have, they don't seem like they're just like reading off of a script. They're like actually like putting emotion into their delivery, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah, this game has great gameplay.
Yeah.
And you feel like a wizard. That's all I ever wanted. Or a witch.
Yeah. No, that's great. I mean, I've been playing through I've put in about 8 hours in this game so far, and like I am this with how much we have been having to really shit on games for the bugginess, the bad story, the bad this, the bad that, the bad whatever. I have so few negatives about this game. And like, this is the first game probably in 10 years that I can honestly say doesn't really have anything wrong with it other than just like personal concerns. I mean, yeah, there's some gamey stuff in here. The voice acting's not the voice acting. The facial animation's a little funky, but like, I haven't had any bugs in the 8 hours that I played this game. I mean, there's been some graphical glitches here and there, but like beyond that, and then just like, you know, you walk up to the door is clearly a loading screen because you'll sit there and see a little thing spin.
I thought it was a doorknob.
I know. I was confused at first. So I was like, oh, hey, this door's loading.
I was like, is this a glitch? I was like walking in the door
I
several
actually
times. Like,
walked through the door.
Oh, really?
Multiple times.
Funny.
I was like a ghost. I just went right through. I was like,
perfect.
That's fine.
Hey,
I'm good with that.
It fits the lore, you know. It's perfect. Yeah. But like that stuff was like it hasn't been buggy at all, and the fact that there was like I think there was a day one patch, which I don't remember even downloading, but like it's been smooth. It's been really, really smooth. And like, you were talking about the story. Like, I think the story has been, I mean, it's not like God of War tier story by any means, but it definitely is way more interesting than I ever thought it would be. Like, the mystery behind it is keeping me going. And I think that's all they really needed with this. 'Cause it's like, I mean, you come from the Harry Potter world of the Harry Potter storytelling and stuff like that, and that's got a bunch of different like twists and turns and whatnot. But I like that this is like, there's no characters you've ever seen before. They're unfamiliar, but there's like enough familiarity, and like if you know the Harry Potter world, like you know the Aurors and you know the Dementors and you know all these different things, but they're all new. Like nothing is old here except for what's the ghost that jumps around that fucks with everybody. I forgot his name.
He's in the book.
Peeves.
Yeah,
that guy.
He's actually in the book.
Yeah, he's in the
Sam,
book. So he's one of the few like that's been in it, you know?
Sam was upset that they didn't show him in the movie at all because he was like, he's a main part of the Harry Potter lore.
Man.
So
so I read some of the books, but it's been ages now at this point. So I don't remember him, but like just running into little things like that, like him talking and pestering students,
being a
like
dick.
I would just sit there and watch the scene play. I'm like, this is amazing. Like this is the greatest thing. Like, and it was never the same. Like it was always something different. Like a different part of the school, like sliding down the stairs, creating havoc. I'm like, bro, what the?
And it's not just him. It's like the students alone, the teachers, just off doing their own thing. It's like a whole world. And I remember talking to you about it, asking you how the world felt. If it was kind of like GTA 5, where it seems like everyone has something going on and they're not just NPCs standing around. And you said, yeah. And after I played it, I was like, Jesus, man, there's a kid walking on a wall. There's a kid playing with a magical hat floating. And I'm like,
the ghost flying by, having a conversation.
Yeah, having a
the
full-on
pictures talking to
conversation.
you,
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
So there was this kid I saw, and he had his wand out, and I saw it like I was doing something, and I just saw him, and it was like it was like a red light, and it would like shoot out like a beacon, like
Oh,
he's
the blind
searching for
kid.
something. Yeah, I didn't know he was blind. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was following this dude. I was like, dude, he's onto something. He's gonna go find something. So I follow him inside of Hogwarts, up some stairs, and he just stopped and like leaned up against the wall. And it wasn't until later where they talked about that kid and he was blind. I was like, oh shit, like that's so awesome to kind of like I didn't know.
yeah.
yeah.
And then hearing about it later, like it's crazy like how connected everyone is. And I watched Lizette play the intro and she was at the Sorting Hat. So some of the kids that I've already run into and done missions for, like seeing them there in the room, I'm like, am I going to meet all of these people and get missions from all these people? And they're all voice acted.
Yeah.
Like, man, what? It's a great game, man.
Yeah, a couple of things I want to like kind of get off or clear up for people that haven't played this game, looking to jump into it. The Sorting Hat, yes, it does sort you based off of questions. If you sign up online ahead of time, you can like, get sorted for that, but you can't override that setting. So you can really pick whatever, house you want to be a part of. And then there was another question that somebody had asked me the other day. They were like, does it do this thing? I don't remember what it was. That was I guess really the main piece of it. But and then there's no Quidditch. Like you can't do Quidditch in here, which I like that they did put in the story that it's like Quidditch is not happening this season. So it's like
Yeah, but
they
it's
didn't
kind
just
of
like
a
let it
shit
go.
reason.
I mean, yeah, it is. But
What was the reason?
Because someone broke their leg. I think it was their leg or arm.
something happened with that. Yeah,
something happened.
They just cancel it for the season. But I'm hoping that opens up. Like this game is so ripe for like DLC content. Like there's so much possibility there, which we can talk about, speculate what that might be later on. But the first thing that I was blown away by is like once we started in. I mean, I love how the tutorial kind of did play out. I mean, yes, it was like 6 hours long. And I love that because it like slowly introduced you to like, okay, here's a couple spells. Like you have your basic cast, and then you get introduced to like one of the stunning or the pull. I forgot how you say it, but the one that pulls things towards you.
Curio?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Accio?
Accio.
Yeah. It pulls things towards you, and then you learn the one that like, stuns people and like flies them up in the air or whatever. Like you slowly get introduced to these spells by going to different classes.
Yep.
And I like that they didn't spend like too much time in the classrooms. You just get a little taste of like who the professors are, what the spell is if they're teaching you, and then you get other things you can do that unlock new spells if you continue to do those side assignments too, which I thought was really nice. But the castle is freaking more beyond anything I ever would have expected. Like I thought the castle would be cool and I've seen stuff in it, but once I got in there, I'm like, every single time I jump in this damn game, I see something new.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I was walking across a bridge yesterday and I saw these little like things along the bridge, and I was like, I wonder what you do with these. And I saw that little like fire thing on them, so I lit them up on fire and realized there's numbers on them that you can like rotate and open up a secret passage under the bridge that led me to like freaking chests and shit. I was like, I walked past this bridge like 10 times. Never even noticed that. I was like, what the hell? And it looks so good, and nothing looks wrong, like out of place, or it feels real.
Everything has detail. I mean,
super
to the
detailed.
nth degree.
Professor
all
Fig's
lived in.
office, like with all the books and stuff. I took a screenshot of it. I was showing some people. I was like, this is a game. And they were like, and I see people like complaining about the graphics. I'm like, this is a freaking game right here. Like, this looks so good. This is
a room of books. This is a game.
These books look so good. They're old as shit, but they look so good. I mean, it is incredible. And then there's the fact that like, once you get exposed to the outside and you start, and I love that you don't get to fly early. I kind of wish they let you not fly a little bit longer. But like I was walking around, I'm like, okay, you have to walk through this world now. You get to like notice all the little resources you can pick up, and then you get to find all the little settlements, and then you find the dens, and you find the or the caves or whatever, like all these different like quests you can do, Merlin's trials, all that stuff. And it's like, there's a freaking world to explore now. Like
It's bigger than I thought, but not as big as I was hoping it would be.
I kind of
It
agree
seems smaller.
in a way.
that,
Like
yeah.
now that, especially once you get the broom, it gets a
Yeah.
lot smaller.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, I can fly through this thing like pretty fast.
Yep.
But I mean, there's still room to like, they could expand upon that and change it and stuff like that as time goes on. And I'm
hope
curious
they
to see
don't.
what, yeah.
It's already big enough. Every time I land, I'm just like amazed by how much more shit there is around me. Yeah.
Every time I go to a settlement, I'm like,
Lord.
chest.
Have you flown up high and just do the Revelio and it's just like, oh my God, there's so much to do out here.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the open world, like this is an example of. So we were talking about Horizon Forbidden West, right? And how there's just too much to do,
yes.
too much talking, too much whatever. This game got it right in that there's just enough like activities to where I can quickly. And Ghost of Tsushima was good with this with the activities too. It's like there's just enough activities to where it's like there's a lot to do, but it's not like overwhelming to where I'm like losing my mind of like there's so much to encounter, except for in the castle. There's a lot of little icons to kind of navigate through. But then also like the ability to the talking. Like I love that you can inquire more, but it's not like let's go 10 different trees of language. It's just enough to be, and like every conversation
You're
is
gonna be
like
here for an
sure,
hour. Yeah.
But it's it's informative and it's interesting, and I like love the extra dialogue. But it's like 2 or 3 options per person, and like that's it. And then you can move on, and it's great.
What I don't like is that you can't pause like the cutscenes.
Yeah,
Or
you can't.
You can't at
And
all.
time
interesting.
doesn't
Never
time
thought
doesn't
about that.
stop. So
Yeah.
if you're in the menu and you come out and you've been there for an hour, it's probably gonna be nighttime.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that out recently.
I did actually stay up all through the day and then through the night and then into the next day. Apparently, you don't have to sleep in this game, so that's good.
No,
Yeah.
you're a wizard.
Yeah, you're a wizard. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want.
I went and did my my Quidditch trials or my broom trials at like freaking 2:00 in the morning with the lady there, and then I woke up the next morning and freaking went off and did a deal for the potions guy.
Yeah.
Made some money. It was great.
Man, I just want to play this game.
know.
I don't know why I'm here right now.
I know, right? Wasting time. Now, I think it's going to be game of the year.
Yeah.
I think
so.
I think gamers will give it game of the year. I don't know what Game Awards is going to give it, given the controversy.
Yeah.
Because
Let's hold. I want to talk about controversy in a second,
Okay.
but I do want to talk about that. But I want to talk a little bit more about just some of the RPG mechanics of this. So like the potions, the growing of things, and then I really want to talk about the room of requirement because that was the last thing I did last night. And let me say,
how many hours did you
talk
put into that?
Oh my lord.
I started at 12 and I went to bed at like 2:30.
Oh, gosh.
So let's put it that way. But spells wise, what I think is interesting is like there's still like 17 spells in this game, so there's not like an overabundance of them.
Yeah. Right.
And there's like 4 or 5 of each thing, so there's just enough to kind of get familiar with it. But you can upgrade them with the talents, which I thought was cool because like you light the fire, but then you can upgrade the fire to put out a ring of fire.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
pretty
that
sweet.
is so helpful.
Yeah, especially with goblins.
Yeah.
God, the goblins suck.
Yeah, goblins are awful. And then I love that like you can craft your potions and you can buy the potions, so you have options there.
That's annoying.
Tons of stores to buy stuff, but you can
hate
craft them or
fucking
go them.
potions.
You don't like them?
Fucking hate it.
Really?
I hate it with passion. Right now I have
Crafting or just like the fact that they exist?
well, how can I put this? A lot of stuff you have to go out and find. You can't grow it, and that's what annoys me the most. You know, I can't because like
but you can buy it.
I can fucking buy it, but it's expensive as shit. Like
I thought it was cheap.
it's expensive.
What are you buying?
I'm buying health potions.
Are you
They're like
selling your
$100.
clothes?
You get $100
You're
for
making
free.
money
no,
on
I'm
clothes?
selling my clothes like crazy. Which
Okay.
that big hint, by the way, do not dismantle your gear.
Yeah,
Unless
don't
you
get
have
shit
to.
for that.
Yeah, if you have to, but sell it. You know, because you're
Yeah.
gonna need the money because you got to buy all the ingredients to make these potions to accomplish missions, which gets annoying after like a fucking while. But I think I'm getting close to being done with it. But right now, how I have my room of requirement set up, I have one room dedicated to health potions, and that is it.
Oh yeah.
I am maxed out on health potions right now.
Yeah.
I have 25 of them.
So you don't
which
worry
there
about
is
it.
a max. I found
Yeah.
that out today.
Yeah.
So.
I just been buying them, man. They're like $100 for like 2. And it's like $50 a piece. I got 3,500 coin. I'm not about to buy anything. Like
So I
just got money out the ass.
I had 10,000 coins.
Yeah.
And I went through it like that. Because
Doing what?
I bought large plant stations. because
Yeah.
Oh, so you just like bought a bunch of Moonstone and just started going
no,
to
not
town?
Moonstone.
No.
I bought blueprints.
Oh, I see.
For my room
Got it.
requirement.
Now that's expensive.
Yeah,
Blueprints
those are expensive, but you're gonna need them.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've said fuck all that. Just buy it at the.
buy it at the thing. I guess I should have done that, but I was just like, you know what? It'll be easier for me to just because I have a shit ton of like plants that I pick up and a shit ton of whatever.
Yeah.
Just that juice something. I thought I could grow that, but I can't. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. It's working out.
The inventory thing hit me really quick after I did my first dungeon. I was like, shit, inventory management.
I
Damn
know.
it.
Is there a
So
way
I
to upgrade that?
Yes.
Merlin Trials.
Merlin Trials.
So you do the Merlin Trials. If you
Yeah.
do 2 of them, it unlocks the first. Well, actually, no. Hang on a minute. Yeah. You do 2 of them, it'll unlock a little bit. It'll unlock 4 extra slots. And
Oh,
you
I'm
keep doing them, it'll give you more
that.
slots.
That's my
So
main
do all the
focus.
Merlin
Oh, yeah, I've been
Trials.
doing as
and
much as
it'll
I
give them
can.
to you, Yeah.
That's
It's
my
great.
main
That's the
focus.
only way to upgrade it.
Okay.
Which is nice.
That helped early because I was like, okay, I can't do this. So I've been just jumping. But it's nice with the flu things because you can like literally
dude,
just
it's the
like go
best
do your
thing.
thing and just like flew over to Hogsmeade real fast, sell all your shit, and then just jump back.
Oh
And,
yeah, that's what I
you know,
do.
traveling around is like super
Yeah.
easy.
The fast travel is great in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fast travel planes.
Thought the flying was pretty fun too. It's very simple and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
Okay. I thought you were about to say, what are you talking about? It's terrible.
No, I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, when you first learn to fly, you're doing the training, and like the music comes on, and it's just like all the people there. I'm like, I'm in the movie.
I love the part when the guy's like, hey, the teacher won't care. Let's go on a run real quick. And you
yeah,
like
yeah.
run around through
I'm
Hogwarts.
like, heck yeah.
This is so cool. And then you get in trouble.
yeah.
Well, speaking of like cool moments, like early on, I don't know if y'all got the chills when the title actually came up and you're flying in with the camera and the music plays from the movie. I was like, dude, I didn't even expect all that. Usually, games, they don't have the rights to some of this music from the movies.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're able
It
to
seems
actually
slightly
bring that
altered,
in.
but yeah, it was. They
wasn't
always
the
have a
full-
little bit of it
Yeah.
everywhere you go,
was
which I like.
Dude, yes.
The music
I
is
feel-
good. I mean, the music's solid in this. Which people were like, I saw some people complain about like, oh, it doesn't have John Carpenter. I think is whoever did the original music. But I'm like, the music's pretty damn
You're
good.
not going to have the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about the room requirement. I just want to mention, they've got the building down, bros. Like
I was surprised how much I wanted
it
to
locks
build.
in place and it lines up with the shit that you to make
Yeah.
it symmetrical.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate it.
nice.
I was so happy.
I was
hate
too.
it.
Why?
I hate that fucking room so goddamn much. I hate.
But you just don't like
lot
the
big
building thing,
top.
right?
I don't like building things. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like-
So yeah,
just-
you don't have to. Then you can just go out there and buy shit. You know.
I don't want to buy shit.
Well then you're in a predicament.
Yeah.
No, what I do is I kill a lot of people and they drop it for me.
There you go. That's good too. Yeah, I thought it was fun. And then once they you get in the room requirement, you unlock the ability to like play stuff. And then after you do all your training, it's like, oh, this whole other side opens up, and it's like a whole freaking other room. I was like,
Yeah.
I can build this too. I'm gonna go to town.
Did you destroy everything in there?
Not
You
yet.
get-
No,
you get-
I'm going to though.
Yeah, do that.
But I was picking
Get
up
some
a
more
bunch of
Moonstone.
Moonstone because I knew
yeah.
the Moonstone from that video. They showed the second stream. They talked
Yeah.
about Moonstone. So I've been picking up Moonstone the last like 6 hours.
Yeah,
so I
I
had
got
like
like 300
80
of
of them, that I could like run through. I haven't got 300 yet, but
Yeah.
close. But it was great. I mean, like,
Well, I was surprised
great.
how much I wanted to actually build in there.
yeah,
Do stuff. I haven't.
It's
I
very
barely have
easy.
anything to build, so
Yeah.
there's a
like, I need
lot
to
of
make-
stuff you can unlock
I need
too.
more places to grow stuff in pots. But you can only get that one, I guess.
Well, they have upgrades. You can get the like small, medium, large, and you eventually can have like 1, 2, 3, up to I think 4 pots per
Yeah,
that's
thing.
nice.
You can if you get
Have
the
no
one that's
upgrades.
T-shaped, which I didn't get that one. I just used the one that I have. And I set up like 4 of them on each side of the wall, and then in the center is a giant pot for planting shit. And I just grab it, run around in a square, make potions, and then
Yeah.
done.
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
And I was also blown away with, oh hey, there's all these birds or animals that you can get.
Yeah.
You got in there too, right?
no, I haven't gone to the
No.
beach
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah,
You want me
But
to
I'm
kinda dive
excited.
into a little bit. 'Cause
well,
it's-
yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm sure they explain this on some of the videos, but
Well, I know that you like with the pre-order, we can get the hippogriff or whatever. So
yeah, Well, yeah, I haven't got that yet.
yeah, the same.
But they go, you go out and like, oh, we're gonna capture these animals and protect them from poachers, and it's like, okay, well, you can make them happy by petting them and feeding them, and then they give you material that you can use to upgrade your items. Because the whole time I was like, how the fuck do you upgrade these items? I get
Is that
legendary.
how you do it?
Yeah, so you have to go in
Man.
there, and the more you
Trying to figure that out.
so there's a cool down timer for every time you harvest material from those animals.
Okay.
So you want to get more to help make things and upgrade your.
But you have to make them happy.
Yeah, you have to go in there.
You have to go in there.
I will say though, there's a pretty.
Dang it! Now I want to get more. I
There's
was like,
a-
I don't want to play Pokemon.
I'm amazed at how deep the RPG mechanics go in this game.
Yeah.
There's way more of an RPG system to this game than I ever thought there would be. Like, I mean, it's not an
great.
action adventure game. This is like die-hard RPG,
Yes.
and I was shocked.
Yes.
That's the rarity and and another thing I want to mention too. Freaking good on Portkey, man. The fact that it's like you get all these upgrades and stuff like that, and you can change your appearance of it so you don't have to wear shitty gear.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
so nice.
I look so goddamn goofy. I had some weird glasses on in the cutscene.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh!
man, I wish I know how to change this because you said you couldn't. So I was going off that, and then
I look like an idiot.
yeah, and then
that's
Travis
funny.
is like, "Oh yeah, you can change that." I was like, "How? How?"
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, why? Why do I get all these really shitty things, and then why do I have to, pick the best thing possible? This is the worst thing about this game. I thought at some point you get to like learn some kind of spell or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's right off the bat. You can
Change appearance
yeah.
before you click into the item. You can like hover
Yeah.
over what's equipped, and you can change the appearance real fast.
so now I look like a badass.
Yeah, because I wanted
took
to
a
equip
while.
my dark art stuff because I was like, I
Yeah.
pre-ordered this shit. I want to start using it. So I went in there. I was like,
Yeah.
I look cool.
Have you got the helmet and the suit of armor yet?
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so stupid.
stupid.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm not gonna be walking around. And the worst part about it is that if you put the masks on, which are kind of cool, like I don't like it in the cutscene.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there with this mask on, and no one thinks
Right.
it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yep, not weird at all.
Yeah,
Especially the dark arts mask.
but yeah, this game's incredible. It is so good. 10 out of 10. Love it.
Seriously, it is 10 out of 10.
But all
Maybe
that to be said,
9.8.
yeah, all that to be said, there's definitely still a lot of issues coming around with the whole boycotting of this game due to the things that J.K. Rowling said, which, as far as I know, she never touched this game. It's just the fact that she built the Harry Potter world that people are like, because of what she said about her anti-trans kind of approach, like she just doesn't like, I don't know. She
Go
said
look it
something,
up.
yeah, go look it up. But it's basically like she said some things that are clearly like seemingly anti-trans. And as a result of that, there are people who are wanting to boycott this game because of what she said.
Yeah, she basically said there's only two genders.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
And then she also supports some kind of anti-trans community of some sort. From what I stopped reading into it because I was just like, it's her own opinion. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, though, what really rubbed me the wrong way with this is that there was people that are actively trying to block this game from being successful before it came out because of this person having said this thing. And the thing that really frustrated me is that there's several hundred people that worked on this game that have families, have kids, that probably are trans, that probably are gay, that probably have a whole bunch of different, they're all different types of people, right? And you are blocking them from potentially having a future career if you block this game from coming out. That worked hard on this. There's a trans character in this game. There's gay characters in this game. There is, what did you mention something earlier that was like, oh, I didn't even know that was in there. What was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know. There's something else. I was like, hey, there's all these things that's like, there's all this inclusivity happening in
blind
this
kid?
game. Blind kid, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There's a blind kid. I mean, there's so much inclusivity in this game that people are like that Wired article that came out. That thing pissed me off.
What article?
the one that I think Austin shared. Somebody shared.
I stayed off of
I shared it.
our
Yeah.
message thread last week. 'cause y'all were
So there
playing
was a
it.
Wired article that came out by this trans woman that posted an article that said Hogwarts review. It was on Wired.com. Hogwarts review, something about the magic has been lost or something like that. So I pulled up the article. I read it. She gave it a 1 out of 10. This game, 1 out of 10. And in the article, there's probably 10 paragraphs. 2.5 paragraphs say anything about the game. The rest of it is, I grew up loving Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling came out and said this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. nothing about the game at all. It was all about, there was even a whole section about like how basically the queer community is the reason why video games are successful today. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not true. I don't know. I don't know who all out there all out there making games is queer and who isn't. But all that to be said, the title said Hogwarts Review. This game has lost the magic, and less than 2 paragraphs said something about this game. And I'm like, this is not a review. It's clickbait. It's a clickbait to talk about her agenda to get her message out there. And I was like, this is not right. Yeah. It's not right for trans people. It's not right for any of the people. I mean, this is not helping any cause. And it was so frustrating to me because I'm like, this game deserves, in a world where we have games that's come out broken, this game is good and it deserves outstanding support and respect. And it's just like, come on, y'all.
Well, there's a website that went up that was to track your favorite streamer and see if they actually stream this game, and then you could decide, you don't want to support them anymore, or you can help cancel them or whatever. And it's just like
that website was up for
they have lists like this in China, so if you go against what everyone thinks is right or the government's right, like it's pretty messed up. Luckily that got taken down eventually, but the fact that it was up there, I mean, people are looking out for that. And these people are going on, the people who are outraged are going on to people's streams and like just typing in chat like, you're a horrible person, why are you playing this game, you suck, blah blah blah, and it's like literally attacking them. So everything they say that they're against, like they're actually doing it to people who just want to play a game.
Anything,
it's not. It's just
I can't remember the name of the streamer, but she had to get off because people were being so negative towards her for playing the game, and she just started bawling in tears and just jumped off.
Yeah. And the big thing was going around where these people are like, look, the devs already got paid, you don't need to support this game. But yes, you get paid an hourly wage or however they have that set up to put your time into this game. But if the game's successful, the studio's successful, usually there's bonuses, I would assume. And then the studio can make, more content later on. And yes, the careers, like your career is not destroyed. You're not going to get laid off.
That's the thing. It's like if this game is not successful, that whole studio is going to get shut down. And then they're going to have to find new jobs. And it's frustrating. It's like a story just came out the other day about, the EA's having some, I guess, internal issues with which we'll talk a little bit more about later, but like Titanfall 2, they were making another Titanfall single player game. Oh, no. And that game got canceled. There's 50 people that are working on that game that if they can't find a placement for them, they're out of work. They got to find a new job. Yeah. So it's like, if we need to look at games that are genuinely good, all the politics and all the, social, conversations aside, it's just like, look at it for the game, not for all the other things that surround it. It's like, if freaking George Lucas comes out and says something awful, it's like, I'm still going to love Star Wars. I mean, that's not going to change my mindset on what I thought of Star Wars. It's like, it's just such a, Harry Potter is so much more than J.K. Rowling now. Yes, like it's become it's built beyond her, just like Star Wars is no longer George Lucas. I mean, what has he really done much of with Star Wars, in the last couple of years? I think J.K. Rowling's the same deal. So it's just like kind of crazy.
Yeah. And plus this whole thing was developed back then, and obviously people's thoughts and opinions change over time. So maybe her opinions and thoughts will change later on. Like just because she just did this doesn't mean she's irredeemable, and that's how they're making her out to be. Like she said the bad thing. That's it. She's done. Like she needs to be canceled. Yeah. She needs to not make money. She needs to go dig herself a hole and just die in a ditch or something. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, what kind of mentality is this? You know?
I mean, one of the first characters you meet in this game is a black woman from Africa. Yeah. And I thought that was awesome. I thought it was so interesting because there's this whole lore of like wizards in a wizarding school in Africa. And I was like, that's awesome. That's cool. Like,
that's pretty cool.
It's like, come on. Like, it's, I don't know. People are just being silly and just like, I hate society today is just like all about reading the headlines. They don't read deeper into anything. And I was glad that Twitter was like going back at this person that wrote that Wired article and was like, this isn't even a review. Like, how did this even get published? Like, it's
Who greenlit this?
yeah, who greenlit this thing?
I
It
just
was
feel like people
nuts.
get hurt so easily, and just so fucking fast that they don't give it a chance.
Yeah.
If you gave this game a true chance, you would lose complete mindset of what's happening with J.K. Rowling. You wouldn't even care.
Well, some people too far gone. They couldn't even enjoy this game.
Some people don't even play games and fucking
I
they're
know.
telling
Yeah.
people not to play it. Like,
Get out of here.
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Fucking-
So,
I don't care.
game of the year by gamers, most likely.
Yeah.
Do we think Game Awards is even going to have it as a listed game?
Oh, yeah.
They have
Oh,
to.
yeah.
They have
will.
to have it as a listed game. But as for it winning, I would hope they would look past this and
I think
have it win.
I don't think they're going to give it Game of the Year.
We will see.
Well, I mean,
Because-
who knows? There might be a better game that comes out too. It's still early,
True.
but
I mean, Spider-Man's supposed to come out this year, right? You know,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a great game.
yeah,
And that's why I was like, man, I would like if without the controversy and stuff. If we're looking at how things have happened in the past, well, yeah, Spider-Man didn't even get Game of the Year that one year because
No.
God of War came out.
Yeah.
But then God of War didn't get it again. They gave it to what came out? Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, Spider-Man might be in the running.
yeah. It'll be interesting.
I mean, this game has broken records, pre-order sales, purchases, most players on Twitch watching it.
It also got. I think
streaming
it's
it.
currently the second most played for like a day of gameplay. The second highest ranked single player game on Steam.
Jesus.
Second
what's the
only
first?
to Cyberpunk when it first came out.
Oh, when it first came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is like
that's crazy.
huge because I mean Cyberpunk was like the biggest game in the world
it
until
was
it came out
shit.
broken.
Yeah.
This game came out fixed and working, and it was good.
Not broken.
It runs. I don't know. You said it PC wise. Was it is your
So-
performance pretty okay now or
So yeah, everything's fine now after I loaded up. So I think the issue was I was changing settings on the fly, and the article you sent me was saying that you probably need to close the game, open it back up.
Oh,
Because I was like,
let
are
it-
there drivers I need to download? Like, what's going on? And at the time I was streaming, so I couldn't really mess with it. You know, I didn't want to close it and open back
So
up.
I was all choppy.
Yeah, it was a little choppy.
I was
in
like, what's
certain-
going on?
Yeah, you saw it on the
Yeah.
on the stream. Go back and see it. It got really laggy. I was getting like 11 to 9 FPS and on certain cutscenes, and eventually it would kind of fix itself, but
Yeah.
it was really annoying. And then when I went to Hogsmeade, the owls, their feathers were getting pulled across
oh wow.
everything, and so when you look at them, it's just that spiral of feathers.
It's not
just-
a glitch. It's just
yeah.
magic.
It is. It's just magic.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, once I restarted the game, and the second day I played it, like it's like there was an update or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there was. Actually, there was an update.
There was supposed to be a day one patch. I don't remember ever downloading.
I got
it,
the
but there
day
was
one
supposed to be
patch. I saw
yeah.
it. It was like
Yeah.
3 gigs.
Yeah.
Which wasn't much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna make a point, and then you brought up that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
I screwed everything up.
No, I think we're just talking about game of the year.
Yeah.
That's why I think just everything around this outside of the controversy. I just don't see another game this year being that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Spider-Man's going to be big, and everyone's going to love it, and I'm sure it's going to have great story, great gameplay. But
it's
the hype for this,
yeah.
and the reception of this is just.
Yeah.
I don't think it can be beat this year.
I've never seen more people playing this game in my friends group than I am
Oh,
with this
everybody.
game. Like
Yeah.
everybody's playing it. What I'm really interested about is like this is the first game in a long time that I've been able to play before like all the other podcasts I listen to release the reviews. So I don't have any like history of like what everybody else has
gonna
talked
happen.
about. So I'm anxious to see like how the reception is from like all the outlets, you know, and see if this, you know, J.K. Rowling stuff comes into play or if everybody's just like also as hot on it, which I hope they are.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. it'll
Like
be
how
cool.
IGN gave it a 9, but it was like, you have to contend with a lot of different things if you have to play this game.
Well, so that video you sent me, I did realize that was a preview. That was from a preview video.
preview,
yeah, the
yeah.
actual review never brought it up, which I was glad.
Oh, okay,
But
cool.
yeah, that was their preview video where they're like, well, you know, because it was kind of more hot on. it. But I was glad that they left it out of the review itself, which was good. But I mean, it's like 80 something, high 80s on Metacritic, which is rare, you know. So yeah. Hogwarts Legacy, everybody.
Go buy it.
Fantastic.
Fucking
Go
magical.
buy it.
What are you playing it on? PlayStation?
PlayStation 5, yeah.
Nice.
Looks so good, man.
PC.
Smooth as
Hey, if they
silk.
come out with multiplayer, I'm gonna jump to my PlayStation.
There you go.
I bought it on both
I
systems.
would love for the game to be multiplayer. Like go into an encampment just like with 3 people, like a giant one. Boy, that would be badass. Like a raid system.
Yeah.
Oh,
That could be the next one, man. You have to,
Dude,
go out to war and
Ghost
I
of
don't know.
Tsushima and like
That
you
would-
got to team up and it's just a multiplayer arena where you can just go in.
That would lock in Game of the Year right there. If they
Yes,
brought out
it
multiplayer
would.
that was good, like a Ghost of Tsushima, man.
It doesn't even have to be open world. Like I
Sold.
said, it could just be like a
Yeah.
centralized map. You all go in there. And
Yeah.
even if you did like PvP, I think it'll be pretty easy too.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's simple. So I don't know.
Yeah.
See, Hogwarts Legacy 2 needs to be a wizard war. We have to go
Wizard
out the
war.
front lines.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. we oh wait, do we fly in or is it the bad guys who fly in?
Oh, they
smoke
both,
in?
Both can. Well, the smoking guys are or the
Okay,
Death
that's
Eaters.
different. Okay.
Whatever you
But
want.
yeah.
Yeah, choose a side.
Choose a side.
Hey, that would be kind of cool too.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, go play Hogwarts Legacy. It's a fantastic game. Awesome to have such a good game early this year.
Yep.
It's a good start for 2023.